This very weekend, Bitcoin could go to $125,000 within one day and beyond. It could be a life-changing day for crypto in its entire history. And there's opportunity for that, a lot of opportunities, and we will talk about what are those opportunities and what I am doing about it to profit the most. But most importantly, I'll also talk about the other side, the dark side of this story, and something that nobody wants to address because things can also go the other way around, and we need to talk about why and how that might happen. Now, first thing we need to know is that David Sachs on the 1st of March made an announcement saying President Trump will host the first White House Crypto Summit on Friday, March 7th. Attendees will include prominent founders, CEO, and investors from the crypto industry. Look forward to seeing everyone there. So this is the official announcement from the White House. David Sachs is the crypto czar. He's a billionaire from Silicon Valley, has been part of a bunch of crypto companies and also in the Silicon Valley startup world. He's a G. He was also the co-host of the All In podcast with him and Shamath and who is the other guy? Jason Calacanis. And then there is also a list of people who will be attending. Obviously, the President of the United States will be there. David Sachs himself, Ripple XRP CEO, Michael Saylor will be there. Tether CTO Paolo will be there. Kathy Wood, Vitalik will be there. Oh, wow, that's going to be huge. Mark Andreessen, Brant Armstrong from Coinbase. CZ Binance says not available. Brian also not available. Interesting. Now, the most important thing about it is I think the market is going to pump until that day. And then a decision will be made or some news will come out that will either send the market downwards or it will send it all the way to the moon. Now, I think the market will send for now. By the time the summit is happening on Friday, Bitcoin could be above $95,000. And because of that, I am opening up a trade right now. I already have two long positions, one on Toncoin and the other one on Bitcoin. And I will add one more position, and this is on Ethereum. But these trades to me expire on Friday. I'm basically just speculating on Friday. Depending on what Friday happens, things can really get juicy right now. So I'm putting a 50K trade here. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'll start with a 30K value for now. And then if, depending on how things play out in the next few hours, I'll probably add to it. So I'm opening a long position on Ethereum. Now, let's talk about the other side also, the other side of this story. By the way, if you want to trade like this, I'm using Bybit to go long and short. You can use my link in the description below, but also a link in bio if you want to use all the same tools that I use to trade. You also get a bunch of welcome bonuses and a lot of other benefits. It's also another, if you use my links for everything, it's another incredible way for supporting me in the channel. So shout out to all the people that actually put in the effort to use my invite codes or links and stuff like that. Thank you guys. And also don't forget to subscribe and like and follow. Now, let's talk about the dark side of the strategic reserve that nobody wants to cover, because a lot of money could be made on the long, but also there is a good opportunity here for making money on the downside if things go berserk and don't go as expected. How can that be? How is that possible that things can go wrong? Now, there are other narratives. A lot of people who do not see an immediate need of a strategic Bitcoin reserve or even why it should happen at all. So I will show you a very good interview by Nick Carter. So Nick said something interesting about the Bitcoin reserve, and this is what he had to say. I will let you be the judge. We can watch it together, and you guys decide what you want to believe about, what you think. But I think he has something really interesting to say that he's definitely not the only person in the world or in America who has the same opinions and sentiment. Let's watch.
The only one thing that hasn't occurred or doesn't appear likely to occur is the SPR. Yeah,
That
let's talk about that because that's become a big issue for you. You got attacked for that take. You went on Bloomberg and said the thing that's difficult about being a Bitcoiner is that you're in the trade with a lot of delusional people. Bitcoiners didn't like that. Do you want to back up why you made that statement on Bloomberg?
Yeah, that was the market top tick that exact day. I'm not claiming credit, but
Yeah, you are.
you just can't spend money, real amounts of money, without asking Congress for permission. That's the way our democracy
It's
works.
unconstitutional to do so.
Yeah, and look, Trump is testing the boundaries of the Constitution right now. Like, there's a very interesting executive order that he passed yesterday saying that the independent agencies like the Fed and the SEC report directly to him, which is a new reimagining of the Constitution. Let's put it in a benign way. That has been in place since the Supreme Court decision, I believe, in the 30s, and I think that's been the tradition in America. If he really wanted to do the SBR through executive order or fiat, he probably could have made an attempt to do that. I don't think it would have been found constitutional because it would have been a significant outlay. You're meant to ask Congress for appropriations. But the fact that he hasn't done that, I think, is indicative. It doesn't seem like Trump and his admin want to spend the political capital to get an SBR, to force an SBR through, to shove it down everyone's throats. And then on the normative front, so that's the practical front, the normative front, as in, is it a good idea or not? I also think it's a bad idea.
Okay, explain why.
Okay, so that is the most important part of this. I think Trump is definitely testing the limits of the US Constitution. But from what he's saying here, what Nick is saying is that this guy actually might face some resistance on the way up to get this done. So it might be contested a lot. And because of that, it could then take maybe months or years to actually get done. Now, what I want you guys to take from this is that, I mean, the SBR will get approved eventually, I think, but it will be like the ETF that goes up, down, up, down. It will be positive news and then let down negative news. So I just want you to prepare that if the SBR don't get approved or it gets negative reaction because of what has been happening in crypto with Trump and all that, the market could actually slash to like $50,000 Bitcoin, because the entire rally on Bitcoin has been based on the idea that we're getting a strategic Bitcoin reserve. So the markets are always front running. So you have to basically prepare, be there on the day, watch. I will probably live stream it, watch and be there so that if something negative happens, we can react to it quickly and then make money on the downside, because it's not only on the way side, on the upside that is an opportunity. You can also short the market. We have done that on this channel multiple times. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you enjoy this content, you appreciate it, I would appreciate if you subscribe, like, and follow and things like that. And there are also more sentiments from, for example, from Ben Norton, who says, jaw dropping corruption in the US. Trump's billionaire crypto czar is heavily invested in a fund whose top 5 holdings are the 5 in the US government crypto strategic reserve. And so this is true, but the good thing is that David Sachs has already announced that he sold his positions in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and also the shares in, I forgot which company it is, and Bitwise is the company that he had a stake in. He sold it all since he became the crypto czar of the United States. So, but these are some of the points that the other side, the anti-crypto people in Congress, that might use to attack and basically delay the chances of this happening. And he said a lot of other things which you guys can look into, but I just want us to not be stupid and think like little children. Just because SBR is going to happen. It could be a treacherous journey before we get there, and we have to prepare and act accordingly and not think with our emotions. We have to look at reality and act accordingly. If something negative comes out of it and we have to short the market, that's what we're going to do. And I'll be here, guys, to share with you guys a lot of details and opportunities and my thoughts every day. Subscribe, like, follow. I'll see you in the next video.